Hello and welcome, everyone. This is the first battle of this gaming Sunday for the Caen campaign, and the first game of the day is RAURAY up on the German left flank. This is the second battle of RAURAY. The first one was won by the Germans defending, and we have one new German player coming in, Brillanton, taking the command of the second German army group, the Kampfgruppe Meyer, and defending with him is Dasumo, who's been in the game for a while. And let's see if we have a game going. I am loading up the game now, and the map of the day is Road to Cherbourg. Really love this map. It's like a remake from Company of Heroes 1, the British campaign, I think. Maybe it was the American campaign. Loads of fuel. Yes, we have a game going. It will start in just half a minute. Here, let's see. We are live. Well, same as last time, Ribe in the green trunks and Emperor Davidos in the yellow ones, rushing ahead. In the purple trunks, Dasumo, and in the red trunks, Brillanton. I'll just call him Anton here.
Scout vehicle
ready. Brits are rushing forward with a lone infantry section spreading out pretty much. Another infantry section following from Emperor Davidos. Oh, they switched here. Emperor Davidos takes the right flank while Ribe takes the left flank. That was the reverse last time.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Three infantry sections start from Ribe. Davidos sprinkles in a Vickers. They're just about to connect their first fuel. They have a fuel up here, but it's not connected yet. Anton moves in to take the mid fuel with his Sturm Pioneers. A pretty even spread here. No shots fired for now. As you can see, there's a lot of fuel on this map, and so we will see tanks fairly quickly. First engagement, the Kubelwagen peeks around the wall there. Is met by a hail of fire from the British Tommy section. It's nice we see some fighting in here, or at least some positions taken. Sturm Pioneers fighting long distance with the infantry section. This is not to the Sturm Pioneers' advantage. They should retreat. Looks really bad. You gotta remember these Sturm Pioneers are assault troops. They're good at close range, almost exclusively. This infantry section is in a good position to cover the cover the town here in the middle. Pretty aggressive from Ribe. He takes position in one of the houses here. Ooh. Brits are advancing. Ribe is leading the assault, taking positions in the church here. Oh, got an infantry section bleeding out in this house here. Hopefully retreats in time, yes. Vickers and 2 infantry sections flanking from Davidos here. Pretty nice assault here, supporting his teammate. We got a lone Osttruppen squad from Dasumo up in the north, up on the German left flank. Davidos is moving his Vickers forward, taking position by the hedge. JB is moving his troops in to grab the mid-fuel, maybe taking position in one of these prominent buildings here. That would be nice. German mortar out on the field from Dasumo. Oh, takes a nasty hit on this infantry section here. Kind of a waiting game here. Let's see what happens. We know that the Brits have grenades. Moving around the building. Moving into the building. And you gotta remember, if you're in a building when it's being flamed, you're actually taking more damage than you would normally. Flamers are really effective against against units in heavy cover. Osttruppen flanking around, but it's gonna encounter these. Davidos has to divert some infantry sections to deal with this. Yeah, Osttruppen bleeding out. You can see it's no match for these infantry sections. Probably gonna get annihilated here. Yeah. Fortunately, the Osttruppen are very cheap. So we see an even split. 2 strategic points to each, 2 victory points each. So it's a pretty even split here. Brits are mining. Pretty smart, yes. This Vickers getting flanked. They throw an incendiary grenade on it. Brillianton is moving forward. It looks like Davidos hasn't seen this. Could see this Vickers go down. Now he retreats, but could be a little bit too late. It's running the gauntlet. 1 man. Oh, they went down. He was too slow to react there. This could be a nice price to pick up for the Germans. But we see 2 infantry section moving in to contest that here. Another Brandhand Granate going in. Infantry section just standing there. Oh, and we see a flame half-track from Dasumo moving in. There's only fire for the Emperor Davidos flank here. His troops are really burning out to the Germans. Another burst from this half track. Oh, look at that, look at that. Will this one survive? Yes, it did. See, mortar pit up here. And a mine guarding this entrance. Pretty smart by Davidos there. Aggressive movements by the Brits on the side here. Ooh, Volksgrenadier with one wet might go down here. Pretty late retreat. Yes, it did. Ooh, there's a lot of casualties going around here. This is see some heavy casualties on both sides. A big blob of Brit infantry on the British left flank. Ribe is holding his ground. He should heal these troops up though. Putting down more mines. Seems like Davidos, he's digging in this town up here. Ooh. Since the AEC got taken out, these guys move in. They got to remember now that the Royal Engineers got heat grenade, a snare, so they're able to at least put a stop to that half track momentarily, and it has to retreat and repair up. Slight advantage to the Brits. They got more of the map, certainly more of the fuel. Oh! I didn't see that he built a second AEC coming in to take care of this Flamer half track. And it goes down. But I don't know if it's a smart thing to stay around here because they got a Rakettenwerfer guarding this place. Nice move by Ribe there, who's opted to go for artillery, Royal Artillery. You see an excess of mines here. It's almost dangerous for this AEC to drive around here. Oh, and OKW infrared half track here to scout out what's happening. They've really grown tired of this AEC here, bringing up the big guns to take it out. Maybe a snare here, and that one's out. Yeah. But this wood is actually covering here. See another snare go out? Maybe. There's a pixel of health on this one. Pack is turning around. Gets off one shot. That's the second AEC going down. The Germans are really hitting the Brits on this flank, counterattacking hard. Let's see what's happening here. But he's got a pretty good defense here, Davidos. He's built a forward assembly, really digging in here in the middle with people in these houses and supported by this mortar emplacement here. Maybe he's moving in to reclaim his Vickers. He could reinforce it from this spot here pretty easily. But he move in to contest this this one here. He got artillery going down from the Brits. He's working together with his teammate here pretty well. Yep. That's a pretty good assault. I guess the Germans weren't expecting that. They've taken out the pack, they've taken out the grenade, the mortar. Oh, but I think this infantry section is going to pay the price. Survives. Another push on the left side by Ribe. He loses a unit to the minefield here, laid down by Anton. Pretty prominent position for these this infantry section to fire here. And the Germans have yet to recrew their mortar. Pretty solid defense here, and they managed to render this victory points equal here, which means neutral, so which means that it's actually about to go down. I'm guessing they had to retreat here. They're really using the mine. I'm guessing this is fortifications. Yes, it is. Which means that the Germans can build defenses pretty easily here and dig in. Yeah, right now the Brits... No, yeah, it's neutral at least, so that the Brits have stopped the flow. Got 5 victory points on this road to Cherbourg. I see the first tank up. It's a Strug from Dasumu. I'm guessing the Germans will... they will start to try to take this building down. More mines down by Anton here. He's really digging in. Obersoldaten up. I can't call this game now. It looks like the Brits are gearing up for a push here. They can still reclaim this mortar. There's a Vickers lying around. See a big block. They're working together here. If the Germans could bring up some artillery on this blob here, I think the fight would be over. But instead we see the Brits going in with their artillery. They're moving in, but they're moving like a blob. Reclaiming the mortar. Maybe they can get away with this. Maybe. Got a big flanking movement. Going in here. Oh, the mortar get totally annihilated there. They're deep behind enemy lines now, these infantry sections. We got the Obersoldaten there, we got the thing, and we got a Centaur moving in, but that's going to be no much for the Panther. He's excellently equipped to deal with that. Looks like the Brits are throwing away their Centaur here in the middle. A Strug and a Panther. Also, this is a very high-risk maneuver by the Brits that didn't really pay off. They got the middle VP, but they're not really equipped to take this any further. They also got this VP, but we can see a lot of dead British soldiers here. More artillery going down, actually called down on the Panther now. This anti-tank gun is could be moved up to support. Yeah, he's doing it now. But now I think we have artillery from the Germans finally. Yeah. Here, got the Panzerwerfer. Strug limps back. Yeah, heavy fighting up here. Yeah, got the Vickers there. Suppressing these guys. Very dangerous moving over your own mines here. He's actually standing on his own mine. I think we're about to see an explosion here. Grenades goes in on the house.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Panther has to limp away. Heavily damaged. Ooh, that mortar shell took out quite a lot of models there. Yeah, the Brits repulse this this attack here, actually. They could destroy these if they don't want to pick them up. You just attack them. You can still pick up that Vickers. A Vickers in this house would have... what Davidus should do with this one is just pull it out of the house and reinforce it here. Oh, instead he moves it forward. This is very dangerous. And you also got veterancy on this one. Maybe he moves it back here to support it. Oh, a cheeky move by the Germans here. They're going in capping this VP here with the Kubelwagen. Brit blob moving into support here. It's got Pyads on it. Should be able to delete this Kubelwagen, yes. You know, knowing that the Germans have artillery on the field now, you shouldn't bunch up your troops like this. It's very dangerous. But this guy's reinforcing it, looks like. Yep, that's good. And finally the Vickers are getting picked up. Nope. It's just standing there. Oh.
Anvil tactics are being perfected. The enemy will get a nasty shock if they attack.
This guy's not reinforcing now. See, Emperor Davidos, at least he's got 3 Cromwells now. See a flank, ooh, by some Panzergrenadiers. Panzerjäger squads here with, oh, let's see how, I don't know if this is handled correctly. You should pull these tanks out and deal with, put some infantry on this instead. Oh. Okay, but one tank got knocked out, but it got abandoned, so that one could be repaired. We see a push. The Germans are pushing into this city here. Yeah. See more artillery coming in. Well, on that house over there, I didn't see that they were making a push there. Yep. See more German artillery coming in. Ooh! Ah, yeah, at least one squad got deleted there by the Panzerwerfers. The Brits are having a hard time pushing in when the Germans pinpoint them with artillery like this. You see British artillery goes down here, but it's not really targeting anything. This building has been very important to the Brits, but it's about to go down. Street tanks. Does he have any engineers to fix these guys? Yeah, 1 squad. That's not enough to fix 3 tanks. If you got that many tanks, you should have at least 2 engineer squads to fix them. Also, there's a Panzerschreck to pick up there. But it seems like a pretty even fight anyway. We're down, both are tied around 890 VPs. And the Brits have once again captured this mid fuel. Brits gather in the mid VP here. I don't know why. Oops. Where is this artillery gonna land? There, oh, on this blob here. Yeah, we got a pretty... I don't know if this got any... Oh, it killed the Sexton. It must have killed the Obersoldaten already. Looks like this Panther has had enough of the Sexton already. Now, here comes payback for the killing of the Obersoldaten. There's no mines on this road, so it's pretty easy for the German tanks to just roll in. Yep. Strug goes down to the 80 gun from Davidos. Some artillery goes down. But the Brits have vacated that position already. Seems like the Germans are noticing that this side is pretty open here. We got a Valentine tank out for the Germans, not for the Brits.
Armored vehicle gone.
Met an early demise there. I'm guessing there's mines over here, but not here.
Infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Very deep flanked by this this Panther here, but this road at least it's mined. Yeah, there he hits a mine. He comes around the side, but he is limping here. He's got. Let's see if there's any AT to move it here. These tanks could move in and take out this Panther. This is a pretty intense engagement. Got the Panzerjägers going in again. These tanks are really holding back. They're not doing anything. Vickers in the house seems to be going down. Strug out. Ooh. Okay, instead Riebe moves in to take care of this Panther, and maybe that's how they communicated. Rear armor shot by Piet, spelling doom for this Panther here. And Riebe could also reinforce from this forward assembly. So this is a pretty good position for the Brits. The Brits is a faction that is really good at defending. You got a half-track moving around the side. Oh, is this... Yeah, this is the zero-wing artillery going in from the fortification doctrine. The longer the Brits stay in this area, oh, this flamer half-track. Finally, these Cromwells move out, take it out. But we got zero artillery going in here. Gonna delete everything that's in this sector. There it goes down. These tanks are actually driving into the artillery. This is a tense game. The Brits are holding on to 3 VPs. This is a much... oh, I'm glad to see that they actually picked up the Panzerschreck. Super engineers, but they should repair this Cromwell. Piet wielding... but here we have the Obersoldaten again. Excellent anti-infantry unit. Looks like these engineers are gonna... Germans are bringing in artillery. I think Davidus, he should just consolidate this position up here. The Brits are in the lead now. Yep, Obersoldaten moves in unsupported. Both Cromwells could fire. Oh, and he's building a 17-pounder here. Okay.
The capture point is being overrun.
Could actually be a pretty good position for it. Could really shut down armor on this side. Cromwell's taking fire. Gets taken out by the German AT guns, who switch target to the second Cromwell. Is he reacting in time? Nope. 2 Cromwells down. But we see a 3... Look, this is a pretty strong detachment of anti-tank. Cromwell. I think the Brits are learning the game now. They're learning what the Germans are doing. The Germans have made an armor push on this side. Let's see, artillery, where does it land? Here. Oh, that was a good strike. Let's see how many kills this one has. That was not the one who fired. It was this one. 17 kills on the Panzerwerfer already. Panzerjägers move in, they could take out these 17 powders. It's not guarded by any Vickers or anything right now. And this Cromwell moves into this wall of Panzerjägers, and there's no way, there's 2 squads of Panzergrenadiers with the Panzerschrecks and this 380 gun detachment there. What looked like a pretty solid hold from the Brits have now totally deleted that artillery attack there by this beast of a Panzerwerfer, and that combination with those anti-tank units were devastating. Strug moves in here, but there's nothing to scout for it. The 17-pounder could have taken that one out, but there was nothing to scout for it. And now the Germans are.
The enemy are attacking an emplacement.
Yeah. Good attack by this Stuka-Sufus. But Strug is not an attack unit. It's not especially good taking out like... Oh! This 17-pounder claims its first kill though. Or what was it that took it out? Was it a Payat? Another Panzerwerfer barrage from that beast of a Panzerwerfer. Ooh, and now we got railway artillery support going in on this strong position, the British strong position. Maybe that was what the Germans were going for. Gonna see a few random shells drop in here. Not sure that the Brits have no... Oh! They should just get out of this area where the railway artillery is going down. Pretty ballsy to stay in there. A pixel of health left on this 17-pounder there. But at least it's got 1 kill. Yep. Another Cromwell gets brought up. Stalwart Brits are retaking the center, VP. More artillery goes down. Oh, pinpoints and totally deletes that squad. Got 26 kills now, that one. Panther moves into this heavily mined area though. He goes around now thinking, I will avoid this. And boom, hits a mine. Oh, I think the Davidos is losing these infantry engagements. He's staying in there very long. Ooh, another 17-pounder and a Payat blob here. This Panther is gonna go down. This is, you know, they're getting their kills on the tanks, but this artillery from the Germans, I feel it's gonna. It's not the Brits are forming a pretty static defense here with these 80 guns. We can see the 17-pounder go down over here. This area is getting devastated by artillery fire. Another one, another barrage goes in here. Yeah, totally deletes it. This is an assassin. 30 kills now. Another Cromwell.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
It's not having the best of days with these Sturmpioneers, also supported by the Sturg. And we see this anti-tank, mobile anti-tank detachment moving in. Main gun destroying the Cromwell. Sturmpioneer moves in for another for another volley, and they take it out. Sturm Pioneers escapes to fight another day. That unit has certainly paid off. Brit engineers and an infantry section moving in here, but they're very low health. That's not going to survive. That's not. I see 2 squads go down here. That could be very fatal for the Brits. For the game's sake, I hope these 2 survive and fight another day. Yep. There's nothing to stop this Stug here. It's actually going in to contest these Vickers. Got a Piat armed infantry section moving in here. The fighting has been... No. Now more artillery goes in. Almost deletes that one. You see, 34 kills already. And we see the Struckersefus fire. Where is this gonna be? Oh... This is, the German artillery is really taking a heavy toll on the Brits now and their static defensive play. You got artillery going down here in the middle from the Brits, and the Germans are actually moving in. They look like they were moving into it. Stug goes in to finally take care of this mortar emplacement here. 15 kills, but it looks like it could go down to the combined efforts here. Yeah. Cromwell comes in to fight the Stug here, but it's head-to-head fight. Stug will also get supported by the Panther. We got these guys waiting around the corner, taking care of a Firefly there. Oh, the huge investment that didn't really go Ribe's way. I think we're seeing the end of the fight here. The Germans are pushing in heavily now. They've had enough of this mortar emplacement. The forward assembly is on its last leg here. There it goes down. Germans are bringing in a Brumbar. Probably more artillery going down here, but there's nothing for them to fight. Hits a mine though, the Panther. But there's not so much left. Ribe's got a few units. Emperor Davidus has been heavily deleted this game. Yeah, but everyone's taking huge casualties. The one that really is carrying these guys. Let's see, 9 kills already. More mines going off here.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Oh, think of the railway artillery. Oh, Brumbar takes a shot. I think the railway artillery brought down... Oh! Yeah, don't stick around when the Brumbar's there. The railway artillery actually brought one of the Panzerjäger squads down. Yeah. And that was Dasumo's own railway artillery. I think he must have walked into it himself. Or maybe it was the British. Do they have an ability like that? No, I'm not sure. Yeah. Anton is trying to limp away with the stolen Cromwell there. That the Brits never repaired. I've seen a lone push by an infantry section up here.
A capture point is being overrun. RE Sappers reporting in.
Runs into the base MGs here. Got a force of a Cromwell and 3 infantry section moving in here. Some artillery going down here. Is the zeroing artillery. Stolen Cromwell goes up, but the zeroing artillery is gonna make life very hard for any unit that stays in this area. Look at that. Look at that. He lost sight there, so he can't really, but we can see two heavily depleted units moving into... Oh, and he's actually recrewing this one. That was suicide. And this one... Oh, yeah. If you got to, you know, that artillery strike brought a stop to this whole attack. And now the British have only one VP left. This does not look good for the assault on RAURAY. Looks like the British 50th Division and the 8th and 9th Armored Brigade is gonna have to find another way to Caen. Vickers putting stop to some Orbers a lot in there. It doesn't really matter. The Germans have this. A lot of dropped weapons here. Ooh, got a blob of... I wouldn't be surprised if we see some artillery coming down on this one here. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. Here comes the artillery. This is gonna be the last we see in this battle, I think. Yeah. If you bundle up infantry like that, when you have a killer, like, see how many... It got 38 kills. 38 kills. It's a veteran C3 Panzerwerfer with 38 kills. And it is the blobbing that killed the Brits in this match. That's where they lost too much of their people. Oh, what was that? I can't believe this. He ran into his own artillery for the second time, and I think 2 Panzer Grenadier squads got deleted. Yeah, this is... He's obviously haven't played this commander so much. He used the railway artillery to attack emplacement and static positions. So while the Zuma has played very nicely with his Panzerwerfer, he hasn't really succeeded in... see, another barrage. They move in. New Cromwell here. We've got a Panther and these heavily vetted anti-tank units supporting this here, and also a Sturmpioneer squad with a Panzerschreck. You see how fast they go down? Another Panther supporting. Yeah, they can't get any traction, the Brits, moving in like this. Another Cromwell comes out, but it's gonna have to be very mobile, you know, trying to take this one out, or have infantry support. Eight kills on this one. These Panthers, they don't have so much kills, but you know, the moment the Brits try to move in with AT guns, they're highly mobile. So they're highly mobile anti-tank. So if the Brits really try to make a push, it doesn't really work. And you can see the flares from the Royal Artillery Regiment go down. Yeah, he's targeting here with some artillery. I don't think the Germans have noticed it. It's a nice one. This devil gets the hell out of dodge. That's a nice artillery attack. Yep. It doesn't destroy any units utterly, but certainly makes life hard for the units in this area. Tank goes in, hits another mine, but still moves forward. That's how confident they feel. Ooh, these Obersoldaten, I didn't see that they were so good. They got 21 kills on this unit already. Three Cromwells move in. Obersoldaten Panther, but one Cromwell's about to go down. Another Cromwell flanks in. At least it pushes back the Panther. Obersoldaten's protected by this wall here. They take the point. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, you know what that means? Oh, one squad more. Where is it? Over there. 43 kills. Woohoo. Yeah. And they see a lot with this infrared half-track as well. Fresh Obersoldaten squad. At least we got Churchill moving in here. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best unit for contesting these ones here. Another barrage going in.
Infantry section wiped out.
Yeah, okay, we see a flank. At least this is maybe the last gasp of the Brits. They're flanking around heavily on the side. See if it gets supported by this. No, they don't seem to support each other that way. Oh, but this is interesting though. Sorry about that. Oh, but they run into this. Panthers, Panzerjägers. They're bringing in artillery at least. Maybe this one's go down. Oh, yeah, the assassin goes down. At least the Brits did that. But he needs to get the hell out of dodge there. Fair down. And none of those tanks survived, unfortunately. 3 Cromwells, he traded it for 1 Panzerwerfer. Now we see an armored attack moving into the rest of the British lines. He's brought in Searing artillery again, right? Oh. Lone Panther goes in, supported by Sturmpioneers with Panzerschrecks. You see, this Churchill doesn't have so much to do against a Panther like that. Churchill is an anti-infantry unit. But it's got a lot of health, so it can soak up some damage. Yeah, these little assassins are going... Yeah, trying to focus fire on the Churchill. But all these... Oh, this is... They should pull back now. Ooh, this is gonna be a disaster. Pretty bold, the Germans, at least moving forward like this. Maybe this is the end of these units. We got a Centaur there. Yep. One of the anti-tank guns goes down. I think the Germans are feeling a bit too confident now, maybe. Yep. Panther moves in to take care of the Churchill. Artillery goes in. Oh, takes some points out of this Cromwell. Yeah, enough to take it out.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
Centaur in front of a Panther. That's not the best deal for the Centaur. Fresh Panther on the field. Little push in here by the British engineer section. At least they've learned to stay out of the way of the railway artillery. But I have to retreat through it. I have to retreat through it. Oh, yeah. Brumbar, let's see. 12 kills for that. Yeah, this does not look good for the Brits. Said it a few times this match. Brits are down to 388. Germans have 789. Limping back to their lines. Let's check the armies. Emperor Davidus. Jan Ribes armies there. I cannot. $33 PopCap and 51. The Germans are 96.85. So we can see the size of the armies are definitely on the side of the German. It's an advantage to the Germans. But I'm thinking the Brits could have used this a little bit better. Like the Germans keep lumping their units together as well, and I can't get that thing out of my mind where he ran into his own railway artillery and destroyed 2 of his veteran units. Fresh Panzerwerfer on the field, but it's nothing like the Assassin. I think I've never seen a Panzerwerfer with that many kills. 43 kills. Infantry section contesting these Panzer Grenadiers. See a grenade going in from the Brits.
Our supply line's broken.
But a Brumbar. Ooh, just misses. But you got 1 squad down.
The squad's gone.
14 kills on this Brumbar. These guys should just get the hell out of Dodge. Up. It goes down. 2 squads down the drain.
Got one of our squads.
That's it. Can't really play like that in front of a Brumbar and 2 Panzer Grenadiers.
Take it.
Germans are slowly moving up on the field, healing as they go. The Sturmpioneers are laying down these medical supplies. See a small push by the Brits. Actually, these are armed with Piats, so they're pretty good against the Panther anyway. And we see the Cromwell flanking. This Piat blob is shutting down the Panther pretty good, but as we've seen before, this is a prime target for artillery. So what the Germans are doing, they're just pulling back, and I'm guessing they're gonna have to put artillery onto this blob. Just feel it will get in any minute. But they're not doing it. The Brits are just pushing it. They really want this Panther dead. See an engagement up here. 2 Panthers against these ones. The Panthers will win this on paper at least. Yeah.
Lost its swines just knocked out a vehicle.
The Germans are really pushing in now. It's not much to stop them now. Only a few units on the British side. This one has its main gun destroyed.
We have 200 points now.
Brits are down to 200 points.
Squad trained and ready to go.
3 Obersoldaten squads. Brit section moving in to contest this, but you gotta remember that these Storm Pioneers are pretty good at close range anyway, and they're supported by these monsters. Broombar Panther combination taking out an infantry section on the British right flank.
Squad knocked out.
Insult to injury, a grenade on the Vickers. These guys, 30 kills. Yeah. Ooh. Well, the Germans move in everything they got on this last struggle from the Brits. Goes. And artillery. Zeroing artillery goes down. Panther moves in to gain sight. Well, the Brits wisely move out, but now they're pushed back to base. And got nothing on the field.
We're down to 100 points now. Our headquarters are under fire. We've 75 points left.
The Sumo is bringing in railway artillery as well.
We've got 50 points left. Enemy got one of our squads. We've 25 points left. Nil desperandum, as they say.
Yeah, brave effort from the Brits, but this is just not gonna
Unit is ready for action.
cut it against this force now. The Brits know they're lost. They're just throwing everything at it. One last push. Artillery goes in on the base.
Overrun our HQ.
And that's the end of the game here. What did they end up? 37 kills, these beasts of Obersoldaten for Anton. Pretty strong start for Anton. The game could have swung either way at some point, I think. But I think these artillery pieces, both factions actually blobbed up in this game. So they were very receptive to artillery. I think the German side just had a little bit, you know, they were more on the spot with their artillery this time. And I also think that Davidos, having gone for this commander with the tactical support, maybe could have used some of this one when there was so much point involved. You know, that could have swung swung everything to the Brit favor at one point or another, because if you up, there's so much munitions floating here on the side, and if you upgrade a forward observation post, you actually get a lot of nice abilities. And he had a forward assembly situated here that could have directed those abilities there. So I'm guessing, that was, if you look at the float there, that player is the only one who's got over 2,000 munitions points, and his commander had abilities that could rectify that. So everyone else seemed to use their stuff pretty nicely. So some better coordination on the German side, and yeah, the assassin artillery from the Panzerwerfer. If you ever play against Dasumo, I've seen him build broom bars and Panzerwerfers every time, and then play his AT guns pretty nicely, nicely positioned, and yeah, it's a death trap to blob up against that kind of force. Well, okay. Thank you all. Let's see if I can. Okay, maybe I can see the stats for everyone, just for the record. Where is that one again? Yeah, there. Yeah, Anton. Yeah, pretty strong start for this player. 52,000, the best player in this game, and nothing much to say. Let's see the graphs. Yeah, Jan Riebe was pushing a lot. I think some reckless attacks on his part that didn't really pay off that much. We see the Sumo go down really heavily at one point. Probably an attack on Davidus there. We see some real fighting there. 26 minutes in, something. Well, thank you for watching that game. That means that the RAURAY sector has been defended, and there will be no third game there. And we're looking forward to the fight later this afternoon at 4. Which will be let's see here, which will be a 1-on-1. No, it will be 3 versus 2, the attack on Caen. At 4 o'clock, that will commence in about 2 hours. Thank you for watching. Bye.